Do you need ND filters with the new DJI MAVIC 3 Pro? Well, in today's video, we're going to find out as we test and review the new all-day pack, that's the all-day filter pack from FREEWELL. Hi everyone, hope you're Tickety-Boo. In today's video, we're going to look at ND filters for the new DJI MAVIC 3 Pro and whether or not you need them. So these filters from FREEWELL, my favourite brand, were sent to me free of charge, but full disclosure, I'm under no obligation to say whatever they want me to say. And if you want to find out more about ND filters, there's plenty of videos on the channel up here. Okay, but at the end of the day, what they do is act like sunglasses so that when you're out in bright sunlight, you can get that cinematic footage that you're always after with this epic little drone here. But do you really need them with the adjustable aperture? If you're out filming like it is today and it's really sunny and you want to get those proper epic shots with the settings just right on your camera so you get that lovely smooth motion blur, then you're going to need ND filters, because this is what it looks like when it's on auto mode. Okay, you'll find that the settings are wrong, and if you're doing that low down flying like this, then when you pause it, you'll see it's like a photo shot. That's where you get that stutteriness from. But if you've got the settings correct, then you get that lovely motion blur just like this. Let me pause this one for you and you'll see what I mean. Basically, then you'll get that true feeling of motion, moving along, get that fast, smooth, buttery smooth footage. Well, in this video, like I said, you should be able to find out, because we're going to test it at different levels. We're going to have the frame rate set correctly, we'll have it on auto and different things like that. We'll have it flying over sea, we'll have it flying over the beach and things. Plus we're going to have it low level down on some grass so you can see whether or not you need them. And like I said, in a second you'll be able to check out the footage, plus we're going to do a colour test right at the end with a couple of photos as well. So they come in two nice cases, as you can see, with magnetic clasps on here, and inside what you get is an ND 1000, an ND 2000, the UV filter air itself, plus a circular polarizer. That's if you want to take long exposure shots or if you're after just doing photos with the circular polarizers. And then in this pack here, what you end up with is the ND8, yeah, the ND16, the ND32, and the ND64, and they're all circular polarizers as well, which is my preference when it comes to filters, because we do a lot of footage over water, as you probably know. And there are a couple of other brands out there, but I'm not a fan of any of those, and my go-to favorite used to be Polar Pro until I started getting these ones from FREEWELL. And to be honest with you, I can't notice any difference whatsoever in both the quality of the filters themselves, the build quality, and the quality of the footage and the performance of them overall, which means I've converted myself to FREEWELL filters, not only from my drones but also from my cameras and everything else like that, because they cost slightly less, and like I said, you get the same sort of quality out of them. Unless of course you're going to tell me different in the comments down below. And as I said earlier on, my personal preference is to have the ND filters with the circular polarizers on there. But what's your favourite? Again, let me know in the comments down below. As you can see here, they fit on nice and easy. They are renowned for their colour neutrality as well, ensuring you get epic content with perfection. Once fitted as well, you can also get that funky gimbal and prop protector on. So we're going to move into the footage test now. After the test footage, what I'll also do is get that new lens working, that 70mm one, to give you some idea of what that looks as it's rotating past cliffs and things like that, the compression you may get on that. What we'll do first of all though is we'll run it on auto mode, yeah, with no D-log or anything like that, just the normal colour profile, and then you can have a look at what aperture settings need to go on there and see whether or not anything peaks out, because we have got the sun rising above some trees right across the cliff line in Budley Salton, and this was at 6 o'clock in the morning roughly. And then what I'll do as well is I'm going to run it through the different settings, the different log profiles and things like that on there, and then put the settings to that correct shutter speed against the frames per second. We're going to run it at 25 frames per second at 50 shutter speed on there. But you'll also see those at the end of the video again side by side so you can compare them. Let's get on with it. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. In a minute, we'll have the 70mm footage on there as well, so you can have a look at that, plus a couple of photo shots as well, so you can compare the different ones with the filters on and with them off. And then we'll have that colour test with a colour chart. And we'll also put the circular polarizer one on there and just take a couple of still shots of maybe the cliff lines and things like that. And if you wanted the images or the footage itself just to play around with yourself, as long as you don't claim it's your own, then let me know in the comments down below and I'll always get that sent out to you if I can. At the end of the day, I don't think you'll be disappointed with these. If you've invested into a drone like this, then I definitely, personally anyway, even though you've got that adjustable aperture on there, would have a set with me, because there are times where you're going to need them. And also, if you want to get the cinematic footage, if you want to get it low down so that you've got that nice motion blur, then you're going to need them. So as always, you'll find a link down below. It's an affiliated link. So if you use that one, it's going to help me out producing more videos like this, isn't it? And if you've got any questions whatsoever, leave them in the comments down below. Stay safe out there. Keep creating, keep smiling. See ya.